If you need Allah right now, just take a moment and listen quietly, not with your distractions, not with your overthinking. Just listen, because maybe what you need isn't more advice or more pressure or more guilt. Maybe what you need is a reminder of something simple that your heart already knows, but has been buried under everything you've been carrying. You are not too far, not too broken, not too late. Even if your life feels messy right now, even if you've made mistakes you keep thinking about, even if you feel like you've disappointed yourself again and again, that feeling you have does not mean you are rejected. It means you are still aware. And awareness is something precious, because there are people who move through life without feeling any of it anymore. No guilt, no reflection, no desire to return. But you still feel something, even if it's small, even if it's buried under everything else. That feeling is not something to ignore. Now listen carefully. Allah is not waiting for a better version of you. He is not waiting for you to fix everything first, then come back confidently like nothing happened. He is calling you from where you are right now, from your confusion, from your mistakes, from your regret, from your distance. And sometimes the biggest misunderstanding a person can have is thinking, I've gone too far for now. I'll come back later when I'm better. But later is exactly where Shaitan wants you to stay, because delay slowly turns into distance, and distance slowly turns into forgetfulness. But Allah does not close the door like that. The door to Him is not like human doors. People close doors when they get tired. People close doors when you disappoint them. People close doors when you don't meet expectations. But Allah says in the Quran, do not despair of the mercy of Allah. Not do not sin, not do not struggle, but do not despair. Because despair is what makes a person believe they are finished when they are not. And right now, you might be carrying things you haven't told anyone, things you regret, things you wish you could undo. But none of that removes you from the possibility of return. In fact, sometimes it is exactly those feelings that bring a person back. Because when everything else stops working, when distraction stops helping, when pretending becomes too heavy, the heart finally turns. And that turning, even if it's small, is not ignored. Allah is not distant from you in this moment, even if you feel distant from Him. He says in the Quran, indeed, I am near, nearer than you think, closer than your thoughts of distance. So don't confuse your feelings with reality. Feeling far is not the same as being far. And sometimes the very fact that you are thinking about coming back is already part of the return. So what do you do now? You don't need a perfect plan. You don't need to suddenly fix everything in your life. Start smaller than that. Start honest. Even if it is just sitting for a moment and saying, Ya Allah, I don't know how to fix myself, but I want to come back to you. That is not a small sentence. Sincerity is not measured by how beautiful the words are, but by where the heart is turning. And the heart does not need to be fully healed before it returns. It heals through returning. Just like someone who is lost in the dark doesn't need to see the entire path. They just need to turn toward the light. And you are not expected to become someone completely new overnight. You are only being asked to turn, even slightly, even quietly, even imperfectly, because Allah does not ask for perfection as a condition of return. He asks for sincerity. And one of the most dangerous thoughts a person can have is not just, I made mistakes, but because of my mistakes, I can't come back anymore. That thought is not from mercy. That thought is from despair. And despair is not the truth about you. So don't let your past become a chain you keep dragging into your present. And don't let shame convince you that distance is safer than return. Because distance from Allah is never safety. Safety is in turning back. Even now, even like this. Even while you feel unsure. Because what matters is not how far you feel, but whether you stop running away from Him. And sometimes the return is not loud. It is not dramatic. It is just a moment where you stop and you say, I don't want to stay like this anymore. That moment matters. So if you are hearing this right now, don't delay it. Not because fear is chasing you, but because mercy is already reaching you, and it has been reaching you in ways you may not have noticed. Through this feeling, through this reminder, through this moment of reflection. And maybe this is not random. Maybe this is your turning point. So just return, not as someone perfect, but as someone sincere. Because Allah is not asking you to be flawless. He is asking you to come back. And He already promised that whoever walks toward Him, He comes to them even closer. So go back, quietly, honestly, even now.